Good morning, guys. It is December 31st, 2018, New Year's Eve. I hope you all are going to have a great New Year's Eve. I decided to do a different type of reading today. It's still going to be titled, pardon me, the Daily Vibe, but we're going to look at, I've got 3 piles, 1, 2, 3, and past, present, future, and then messages from Spirit to take you into 2019. All right, so I want to try to get through this quickly, only because it takes so long to upload, but I also want this to be a really informative, deep reading to take you out of 2018 energies and into 2019 energies with some clarity so that you know what kind of decisions you're looking at and what kind of messages your deceased loved ones and family and ascended masters and angels and guides all have for you, because it's important. It's a new year. And not only is it a new year, it's a number 12 year. Number 12 year reduces to a 3. 3 is, it's foundations and the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's, you know, 3 goes into the master numbers, or I mean all of that. I'm sure you guys can look it up. I'm sorry, but I'll prattle on and on and on if you let me. So I'm just going to start the reading now. Let's see what last year's energies are you coming out of. Oh, that's not a happy place to be now, is it? Study on that. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. So it says grief and adversity. It's a number 32, which is a number 5. 5s are all about struggles. Trying to get, it's like a Wednesday, it's hump day, you know. You're excited about, well, this guy don't look very excited. But the angel behind him looks excited. All right, so I'm going to describe what I see and read it the way it feels, because I have no clue how these cards are meant to be read. So a 3 and a 2 is a 5. 5 is struggles to get to your wish fulfillment. All right, your happy place. But this is titled Grief and Adversity. A man is sitting at a table and he has a beaker of what I'm going to assume is alcohol, because it looks like a shot glass that he's holding. And he looks very sad. He looks like he's had a lot of things that he's drank over. I'm feeling like somebody out there has turned to alcohol to bring them joy and happiness, and it's not working. All it's doing is making them rehash things over and over again in their heads. This doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman, too. It's just an archetype. All right? But there's a lady in the background, and she's dressed all in white, and she has a seltzer bottle in her hand. And she looks like she's walking out of the picture. At first, I thought it was a waitress. But this is not. This looks like a lady who, maybe she's got a lab coat on. Maybe she's a professional. She might be a nurse. She might be a teacher. But she's definitely got a white shirt on, which means she feels like she is pure. It's not her fault that he's struggling. And he's drinking alcohol, and she's got a seltzer bottle. Okay? And in the background is an angel, and she's drinking. She's having a glass of wine. And immediately what I'm getting from that is, don't judge yourself. God isn't judging you because you turned to alcohol. You know? The angel's drinking alcohol. There's no judgment there. Divinity is telling you, you know, alcohol isn't the problem. Alcohol is just a byproduct. You know, alcohol can be okay and it can be not so okay. depending on how much you're drinking and your reasons and what you do, what you think about. Don't forget, we manifest with our thoughts. If you are getting drunk and looking in your beer glass or your shot glass and grumbling about all the bad things in your life and all the things that are never going to change, when you get stuck in that lower frequency, that lower vibration, it doesn't serve you. It brings about illness. You could get sick. It also, you're manifesting more of what you don't want. Where your thoughts go, energy flows. You know, so don't cry in your beer. If you're going to have a beer, bless it. Thank God for it and picture a better future swimming in the top of it. And if you do that, I bet you won't sit there and drink the whole beaker full. You'll have a couple and be good. So that's a special message for somebody out there struggling with addiction problems. Doesn't have to be alcohol, but boy, it sure looks like it in that picture. And it's talking about grief and adversity, you know, tough times, hardships. It's a 5. It's struggles. But this is what you're leaving, guys. Remember, we're doing past, present, future. Up next is the 2 of fire, 2 of rods. Yeah, you've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. You are on the correct path, is what I'm hearing. Doesn't say it on the card, but that's what I'm hearing. You're on the right path. Look, there is a dragon, and there are eggs, big dragon eggs, down at the bottom of the card before the letters. There is civilization in the background. 2 really good-looking young guys walking around holding rods. What is not to like about this card? And there's the dragon. Almost camouflaged. I almost missed it. Saw the eggs. Didn't see the dragon. All right, so 2 of fire. Yeah, that's looking out over the horizon at the potential of what you can bring into manifestation. Quit manifesting more of this crap, guys. It looks to me like that was really tough, and you might have been in that energy for a while. This is 2018 saying bye-bye, and 2019 coming in. 2019 energy is lingering on the edge of this reading here, because this is something to look forward to. You know, the dragon, there's 3, 1, 2, 3, possibly 4. I can't tell if that's part of the dragon or a 4th egg. All right. But there's potential in this card, guys. There's birthing in this card. There's, I don't know, I'm just seeing 2 good-looking guys. I mean, there might be choices for you. If you're a feminine, maybe you've got more than one guy to choose from. And they're archetypes. It could be a man, too. You know, gender doesn't really play a role in energy. There's masculine energy. There's feminine energy. You're not going to change that. But any person can hold one or both, and usually do, in their bodies. So it doesn't have to be male or female. In this picture, it happens to be 2 good-looking young men with their rods, okay? That's a positive card for me. That's future. That's something you have to look forward to. That's what you've already started it because it's showing up in the past, okay? So this energy has already started. You've already looked at your potential. What can these eggs hold? What do you want them to hold? 2 is about decision making. It's about looking out and building and planning your future. All right? I'm glad to hear it because I didn't like this one at all. Because I've been here. By the way, just to toot my own horn, this year, I think Trudy said 25 years. As of tonight, I am celebrating 25 years of sobriety. I have not had a drink or a drunk for 24 or 25 years. I'll have to clarify that with Trudy. I don't hold on to that kind of stuff, but she's good with numbers. But that's a long time, guys, and I struggled with this. This was an issue for me, okay? I drank a lot. I hung out in the bars. I don't even think I had a life other than hanging out in the bars. You know, when you're unhappy, you go looking for a tribe, somebody that you can resonate with. Well, when you're resonating in that low vibration, you're going to go hang out in that low vibration with those other people in that low vibration. And they become your family. I'm here to tell you, I've got some beautiful, beautiful friends that I met in this point in time of my life. And some of them are still there. Some of them are still struggling. But they're all beautiful people. All right, so promise on the horizon, guys. Looks like you started it in 2018. Let's see where it's going. All right, up next is the Three of Cups, but it's upside down. And I apologize for all the scribbling. This was my learning deck. I took a class and had to write on them. All right, so Three of Cups speaks to me about plans and celebrations, parties that weren't happy. Maybe you went to some parties over the holidays and it just was no fun. Maybe somebody broke your heart. It is 3. Could be third-party situation. We'll see if there's any other indicators. But, yeah. I mean, if you look at this card in the upright, there's an angel up there holding that third cup. Getting ready to pour, well, actually is in the process of pouring it over the heads of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. All right? But in the reverse, and conventionally, the Three of Cups is about joy and happiness and partying. You know, hanging out with your buddies, going and having a good time. It's not the energy of this one where he's sitting alone and drinking himself silly and crying in his beer. And this girl's walking away. I don't know, maybe she's tired of it. Maybe she said, you know what, I don't drink. And I'm wearing white because I'm pure. And you're wearing gray and you look green around the gills. You know, this energy was not a good energy. This could be drinking too, because it's cups. But this is not, in the reverse, this does not indicate joy and happiness. It indicates the opposite. Spilled cups. And it could be a third-party situation. And if you are in a relationship, I don't care if it's just dating, it could be social media. It doesn't, if your heart's involved, it doesn't matter how you're doing it. If your heart's involved, it doesn't matter what platform it comes out on. It could be in the physical, it could be online, could be long distance, could be on the phone. But if you're in a relationship with more than one person, or you're dancing with more than one person, because I'm hearing some of you aren't really in a relationship, you're just dancing and playing, having fun, with a little something on the side. But you're coming out of that. Why? Because 2 is about choices also. You got the 2 of Pentacles here. Could be Capricorn, Gemini, and Taurus. Gotta look at my cheat sheet. I'm trying to learn these guys. So, Wands is fire. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. No, that's not right, guys. Is it? Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I said Pentacles, but this is Rods. 2 of fire. Anyhow, 2s are choices. So you're going to have to choose. Okay, there's 3 cups here. One of them is yours. The other ones belong to 2 other people. And it looks to me like the one you're partying with, the one you're hanging out with, Spirit says that's not the one. You want to know why? Because they sent an angel with a 3rd cup. And it looks like you're being baptized by fire. I don't know why that came into my head, but I mean, it looks like the angel's baptizing you, splashing you with a new love, a new inspiration, a new fire. Trial by fire. I don't know. I'm hearing a lot about fire. Well, 2 of fire also, so that's probably getting me there. But let's just say what I'm feeling. The woman looks like she's holding her cup up for that angel. She sees the angel. The man doesn't. And she's holding her cup up. She's hoping that angel came to pour that liquid into her cup. But he didn't. He's pouring it over the man's head. And her head. I never noticed that before, but it really does look like she's holding her cup right up there to the angel. She's not looking at him though, so maybe she doesn't know the angel's there. Maybe she's just holding it up high in hopes that the higher she holds it, the better her odds. But I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm feeling like there's one. I feel like the one you're with, and I don't know why, I'm just hearing it. The one you're with is the wrong one, and the angel's bringing you a third cup. You might want to look at it before you go into 2019. Next up is the Queen of Swords. Awesome. All right, so this is the last, well, pretty much the last. This is the last in the reading, but I got the underall energy back here that I'll show you in a minute. That was at the bottom of the Kipper deck. All right, so the Queen of Swords. I'm going to hold it up. I want you to look at the picture. There's symbology there. She's holding a sword. She has her arm out as if to say, I've made up my mind and I will chop off my own arm if I have to keep from repeating whatever patterns I've been doing. You know, cut off the hand that offends you. Maybe she has had, she or he, remember, it's archetypes. It's an energy. It's air energy. It's about thoughts, clarity, and cutting away the things that are not meant to be in your life, the things that make you miserable. It's an archetype. In this particular card, it's feminine energy. All right? Take it how it resonates with you. But she has flowers in her lap, and it's lavender. Lavender is about peace and relaxation and calmer times. All right, she has two bluebirds, one down beside her and one on her shoulder. Oh my God, and I'm hearing, I got bluebirds on my shoulder. Yeah. Ooh, I'm hearing spring, guys. Some of you, whatever this energy is, you're manifesting this toward the spring. Yeah, and there's a little elemental down there by her shin. Okay? A fairy of some sort. So there's magic happening here, guys. We got magical creatures. We got messages, because birds are messengers. Bluebirds are all about the spring. I don't know. I'm just hearing spring. So maybe you're wondering, how long is it going to take for me to get out of this energy? Well, you got to do the work. You can't just sit there and wait for it to happen. You've got to make a plan to a fire. Make a plan. Make a list. Check it twice. What do you want to bring? You brought this to a fire into your reading. I didn't. Maybe the universe brought it for you. Either way, it's there for a reason. Okay? It's all about new beginnings, making a choice, and it's passion. Be passionate about it. There's potential here. So she is here, showing up in your reading to help give you the strength to cut away one of these people that may be toxic to you, may be a codependent relationship. You know, when we feel like we are stuck, it's because it's in our head. In the physical, we can manifest anything if we truly want it. And trust me, it's possible. All you got to do is think about it. Envision it. Daydream about it. Make a memory board, or not a memory board, a wish board, whatever you want to call it. But this lady's here because she's strong, she's willful, she's determined, she don't take no shit from nobody, and she's willing to cut her own arm off if she has to get past this energy. She's done. I'm hearing, poke me with a fork, I'm done. This is the energy you're going to have to embody to get out of this energy. You're going to have to be the Queen of Swords. And you're going to have to sit in your power. She's loving, she's deep and emotional and rational and inventive. I'm hearing she's very inventive. Okay? And what is Swords? Swords is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They're rational, social, good with communication. They're heavy thinkers and analytical. They can be superficial and sharp-tongued. Determined. All right? So that's the energy you're going to need to embody. But what's the underlying energy for the past for you? What was the biggest obstacle that you had to overcome in 2018? Because the next pile is going to be 2019. Or, no, where you're at today. It's going to be like your daily. And then the next one is the future. So this is what you had. This was the underlying issue. This is what you had to fix. Or this is what doesn't work for you. This is the brokenness. This is the I'm hearing the body.